Very warm welcome to everyone on the coolest YouTube channel. I am the Preboy himself, Retabile Mulia, and I say welcome to the coolest YouTube channel where we discover the unknown. And before we start this wonderful show, I would like to share my sincere congratulations to all the graduates out there. Well done, hard work pays off. Those who have graduated, those who are about to graduate, I say well done and the very best for the future. And for some of us, after the IBC test today, it just might be a long walk to graduations. And without wasting any further time, let's look up what's coming up on the coolest YouTube channel. More problems with NSFAS explained in the Monday dismantles the whole board of NSFAS. The UT take action against one of the high executives for their son receiving 2 bursaries at the same time. Luke Fleer's alleged killers apparently have been found. Minister of Education Mr. Blade Nzimande has dissolved the whole of the NSFAS board. Now, this has shocked a lot of people, including myself. Why? Because NSFAS has been a problem for the longest of times. So I'll say finally, but NSFAS is like ESCOM, it's like load shedding. The problems are there, but not enough has been done to solve these problems. It then becomes a constant problem, which is what we're facing today. And also, interesting enough, Mr. Blade Nzimande has appointed an administrator known by the name of Freeman Nomvola, who has a very rich history in accounting, a 25 years history in accounting. So it's also now very interesting the rationale behind the appointment. Why was he appointed? But what I'll tell you is this man will be dealing with some of the toughest things ever. I mean, remember now, NSFAS has around this year only, we're speaking about this year, from university and college, it funds 1.1 million students in university and colleges. This is this year. Then you have to remember that some students haven't got the allowances this year, some haven't gotten the allowance from last year, from last year, which is some of the things that Mr. Nomvola will be dealing with. So do you think Mr. Nomvola will be able to solve these problems? Because these are big, students can't be appealing in January, but they get the allowances in November, December. How do they live during the year? That's also one of the problems with NSFAS. And also, very interestingly, Mr. Blade Nzimande has also came out and said, well, one of the reasons why I've dissolved this board is because of the direct payment. You remember that last year, June and July, that's when NSFAS implemented this direct payment thing. Now, they spin these allegations that the direct payment was not implemented in a proper way, meaning it was implemented in a legal way, which is one of the things that a lot of people have been saying. But now Mr. Blade Nzimande has also come out and said, well, in December, I told these people the board to dismantle the board, and they just continued with it, which for me, I'm like, if I'm the minister and I'm giving you orders and you're not listening to me, I'm firing you on the spot. So yeah, do you think that NSFAS will be able to resolve itself, or do you think maybe this is a running problem? Now, one of our headline stories last time we spoke was the Val University of Technology bursary corruption. UTS now came out and said, well, we are now investigating the matter, which is the good thing to do finally. Now, for those who were not here, the last time we spoke, one of the high executives received 2 bursaries at the same time, and also very interesting enough, received 2 bursaries and also while not qualifying because he failed one of his years. But interesting, the interesting thing about this that now the bursary that he was receiving was allocating 20,000 a year, and the first year received 20,000, which was 2016. That's followed by the 3,000. Then 2018 is 22,000. Then another 20,000. Then he got in 2019 20,000 in a row, like November 20,000, December 20,000. Something's wrong there, definitely something. So but VUT good thing has came out and said, well, we are now investigating the matter, we are now going to find out exactly what's wrong, and hopefully the perpetrators are caught, because honestly students are struggling out there and people cannot receive 2 bursaries at the same time. So hopefully justice takes its course. 6 men have been arrested with allegations of killing Kaizer Chiefs defender Luke Fleers. Now, you remember that Luke lost his life through a car hijacking, which is a serious problem currently in South Africa. Car hijacking is a serious problem. Now, the interesting thing, or rather the authorities have came out and said, well, Luke was at the petrol station waiting to be attended to when gunmen went to him and ordered him to get out of the car. Apparently, one of the suspects shot him on the upper body, and that's how Luke lost his life. The newly signed Amakosi player who's yet to represent the club, which is very sad enough, and also the former SuperSport player, and as many believe, the future Bafana player lost his life, and Amakosi have retired the jersey number in the honor of Luke Fleers. And I think this just showed how violence is the problem. And also, I'm anchoring the words of the sports minister Ziziko, that violence is the problem. Another young person lost, another young soul, another talent lost through violence. Now join me on my next video as I'll be going deeper on the political parties, what's currently happening in all kinds of political parties. Remember that elections are coming up on the 29th of May, the manifestos, the campaigns, a lot of things have been happening, from the Cape Derby between PA and DA, John versus Clayton McKenzie, it's war there in Western Cape, to Ramaphosa promising people flats in Orange Farm. I mean, to Umkhonto weSizwe and ANC, I mean, it's also a big debate there. Who owns Umkhonto weSizwe? I'll be speaking more about it on the next video. So until next time, we say love and peace.